shit, thank you for the raid. I just got welcome everybody from the raid. I hope you guys had a good stream. I'm just getting started. Usually I don't unmute on this screen, but yeah. Welcome in. Let me see. Can I read this properly? Cathalmes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I read that wrong. I feel instantly like I read it wrong. We're here for yaoi. Hell yeah. This is this year I'm hard launching my freak era. I mean, it's not like I've never talked about yaoi before on my channel, but you know. Let's see who else we got here. I saw Raccoon, Nami. Hello to you both. Breezy, welcome in. Cathal, welcome. Lily, hi. Emrys, welcome. Here for the BL, hell yeah. Hello, Dokuro. Everyone wants the yaoi. Everyone is interested. Is this a safe space for a straight guy? You're an honorary enjoyer, because you made a deal with me to play slow damage, so. But yeah, you know what? Oh! Oh my god. It feels so weird. First off, well, as you can see, I now have a customizable VTuber model, courtesy of, Vortex Virus on, like, everything. They move! Oh my god! I am just using my webcam and a ring light, so, it's not the best tracking. Plus I do, immersion break, I wear glasses. So, yeah. But, I'd like to invest in iPhone tracking eventually, more like when, I finish making my own model. But, I loved this model so much, guys. I love this model a lot. And, yeah. I also have a few assets, that I have acquired from various spaces. I have to add it into the credits. I'll do that soon. I've just had a lot to do for this setup. First off, thank you guys a lot. I did edit the textures myself, so to make everything a lot more custom to myself. Also, with a new model means new redeems. So if you guys look in the channel points, there are some things. I did set cooldown timers for them though, because, yeah. Oh no. Oh! No! No! It was you already know. Actually, it's not the most expensive thing, but you know why it's one of the more expensive things. Bald. Now, ooh. Honestly, this is what I was most looking forward to of getting a live 2D model, is the silly shit you guys can do with this. I'm crying. I imagine you guys are probably gonna do a lot of bonking this stream of the shit I'm gonna say. But yeah, I think you guys have exhausted all of the news stuff already. I don't know, actually. I forget. Actually, no, I remember there's something else. um, but what do I even talk about? um, true right now, actually true. I guess I talked about it a little bit when I decided I needed to go on break. All right, I will take a sip. Thank you. um, basically, I went on break for a while. I think it's been like 2 months now. I just kind of felt kind of stagnant in my content and whatnot, and I still like my design, but I needed to refresh everything. I'm working on that in the background still, but this model has been plenty to tide me over until I'm done with my own. And now I want to come back. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, even just in my own time. But with all of that said, I think it's time we get to the yaoi. What you guys are all here for. I know this is why you guys are here. So, let me get to this list. Oh, I forgot. I have to move. Let me get out of the way. All right. We have, and you'll notice I had to censor some of these images because they were a little too much, some of them. We have a list of 50 plus yaoi. Oh, wait, shit. I forgot to put on the music. Oops. Local streamer has forgotten how to do everything. If my beautiful child gets torn apart, I don't know who you're talking about, but I promise I won't go too hard on many of these, but there are a few that I have a lot of problems with. um, Basically, I have compiled 50 VNs, mangas, and manhwa that I remember. I think that's the one that's the main criteria for this like list is I've read a lot more than this. I don't remember all of them. These are ones I remember. um I'm already seeing what I could rant about. Oh, I wonder if it's what I'm thinking of because I have one that I sure as hell can rant about. Um this is probably the most 18 plus stream I'm going to have. I'm going to be talking about things. I'm going to be so real. Most of this is smut. Um, uh, yeah. Um, well, first things first, let's talk about what tiers we have. First we have cries. It's so peak. And if you know me, you already know at least one thing that's going in here. um, then next, we have really good. You're gonna be very stupid for a second. What is smut again? Smut is, porn, basically. Um, I'm not surprised you didn't know that. You didn't even know what BL meant, you sweet summer child. Um, but yeah, the second tier is really good, which it's not quite peak, but it's still good, and I don't have many complaints about. Then third, which is more or less the beginning of our mid tiers, is all right. Um, I might have a few things to say, or there just might not be that much substance that stuck with me for whatever goes in this tier, but it's still on the more positive side of things. Then we have which starting to have some issues. After that we have what the fuck, um, which at this point I haven't yet dropped anything, but I definitely have some issues. Then At the very bottom, we have this shit was so ass I dropped it. Anything I didn't, not necessarily anything I didn't read, but like stuff I had problems with and that I like had to put down. I couldn't continue anymore. Anything like that will go in here. Um Most of this list is probably manhwa just because I feel like that's what the majority of the content of my site of choice, which I will not name so it doesn't get taken down. Um that's mostly what's on there. Um Other than that, are you guys ready? Because I think I need a sip of water first. Popular sites such as Lezen, Coolmic, etc. Of course. Nobody would ever. You wouldn't download a yaoi. You wouldn't download a BL. um, but yeah, this isn't necessarily in chronological order. Um, but I just went through my history and picked out things that I remembered. And if you did, it would be from Jaspel or Manga Gamer. Actually, for games, I did actually get everything legally. At least it's on this list. So, um, on that note, first up, we have the holy texts themselves. We have Dramatical Murder, which was, I'm pretty sure, the first BL visual novel I read. It's baby's first yaoi, pretty much. um, I do quite enjoy Dramatical Murder. It is not my favorite Nitro Curel game. However, I really do appreciate what it does. I have problems with it. Mink. um, though on a second playthrough, more recently, I appreciate what they were going for with him, but I don't think they executed it that well. um, Other than that, though, I think it's pretty good. So I think Dramatical Murder is going to go into really good. It's not quite peak. We can definitely go better than this. But I still think it's really good. I personally, my baby boy Clear, I love him so much. I could cry. um yeah, definitely really good. We are not going to talk about the anime except if we're talking about the English dub. Um I love the English dub for not the correct reasons. It's not, if you don't know, Dramatical Murder's anime has one of the worst English dubs. Um it's just funny, honestly. It's not like, I don't know. There's some characters that are better than others, but I really, really recommend that you look up like a compilation or just watch the whole thing. The anime in itself is a shit show, but it really is a cursed production. um I can't believe it happened. At least the way it did. Um I In my Discord, we watched it for Pride Month like 2 years ago now, I want to say. I think we watched it in 2024. I almost want to make it like a tradition. Not seriously, but I would watch it again. Just because I quote with my girlfriend, I quote, just looking at some chairs here. I quote that so much. It's so, but yeah. Um Dramatical Murder going in really good. I like the characters, but I don't think it's quite peak. Now, next up, we have Sweet Pool, which, if you don't know, I feel like Sweet Pool is one of the lesser known Nitro Corral games. I'm pulling shit out of my ass right now, honestly. um, it's not necessarily the least popular, but it's definitely not for everyone. However, this game is so peak. It's okay, I have issues with it, yes. It is definitely a very 2000s game about its adult content. However, I love this game as a horror game. It's so good, unironically. I want to play it again so bad. And in fact, this wasn't planned at all. But I had seen that Just Blue said like, "Oh, we're running low on Sweet Pool English edition physical copies." And I was like, "Oh," because I wanted to get it so bad. However, one of my real life friends notified me that at a convention, he came across a Japanese physical copy of Sweet Pool. I bought that shit so fast. um, I love. Can I say I love Zenya? I love Zenya Okinaga so much. My baby boy, not literally in the same way as Clear, but I I really like him a lot. I also like Makoto, specifically for his ending. Um, I remember I when I first played through Sweet Pool, I my jaw was like on the floor during his ending. I wish I could have that same experience again. It was just so like I okay, also I know I already said that I like this much more as a horror. Honestly, if I was rating it as a romance, it would be like down here, probably. And you'd think by that logic, I should put it like here. But no, I just really like this game a lot. All right, I will take a sip. I've been yapping. But yeah, I think more people should play Sweet Pool even if it is gross. Also, I appreciate it like reading it as trans mask body horror. Um Gotta keep hydrated to keep the yapping up, hell yeah. um but yeah, I really appreciate reading this game as a trans mask body horror experience. And like how fucked up periods are. Body horror, you have my attention. Okay. So I didn't really go into the premise of Dramatical Murder that much. I feel like people that know yaoi know Dramatical Murder. However, for Sweet Pool, basically the premise is the main character. Okay, I'm gonna be all over the place, but the main character is basically, how do I put this? It's basically Omegaverse before Omegaverse was really a concept, because this game came out in 2008, I want to say. 2008 or 2009. And the main character is basically treated as in air quotes a female, like that's their specific wording on it. um but basically like he this is gonna sound so gross and nobody's gonna want to play it, but like he basically has flesh periods. where like, and a lot of it is he feels his agency being taken away. Happens to the best of us. It really does. It happens to me a lot too. Um and a lot of like the choice system in this game is also very interesting. Rather than like choosing specific dialogue options, you're choosing to adhere either to reason or instinct. So like you either follow your instincts or you try to hold on to your reason, your sanity, I guess. Also is a good way to put it. Um Also, if you like religious themes, this is a game for you. It takes place in a Catholic school and there's cults involved and all that. Honestly, I just like the stuff that happens in this game that's not the romance. um I don't necessarily have big problems with the one romantic character. However, I think I need to read the game again just because I do have issues with him, but also I've seen other people interpret it differently, and I need to know if I just didn't read it right or like anything like that. Body horror and cults sold immediately. Hell yeah. It's called Sweet Pool. Let me Sweet Pool. Hell yeah. um this one also is on Steam. Um but you do need a patch for most of the content. Of course, of course. Um I will say honestly both of these games I would even more so say this game um big warnings for sexual assault. Um it's kind of a problem in this game. Oh, give me just a second. All right, sorry about that. Um like I was saying, the game doesn't really handle sexual assault that well. Like the romantic route is full of it, and it's kind of hard sometimes. I feel bad for Yoji. But yeah. Okay, next up, we got Toga Inu no Chi. Um Also another banger anime adaptation. uh, Heavy sarcasm in that one. Um I Okay, so I played this game kind of in a rush, I will not lie, because I played it right before or like right when Slow Damage came out. So it was like, oh, I want to get through this game cuz I want to play this game. um but this game is quintessential mid 2000s hot topic, boys kissing, all that stuff. um I think as their first game, as Nitro Corral's first game, I think it's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's perfect by any means. Um Looking at the true route, I, I don't how many people actually like the true route in this game? I feel like everyone likes other characters more than the true route character. Um However, where would I put this? I think I'm gonna put it in all right. It's not I like the world building of Dramatical Murder. Not that I don't like the world building in Togeki no Chi, but I also like more of the characters in Dramatical Murder. I think for Togeki no Chi, my main favorite is Rin. Um who else? Gotta go. You'll catch the VOD and excited to hear your thoughts. No worries. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you sleep well. Um okay. I think a lot of this I think boils down to it also just being an older game, which is unfortunate that it kind of boils down to that, but it has a lot of the same issues that Sweet Pool has regarding its adult content, except there's not like horror also. I mean, there's like a lot of the game okay, basically to kind of gloss over the premise of this game is the main character here, Akira, is falsely accused of murder, and in order to um like clear him from going to jail, he gets sent to Toshima, which is basically like in between two war zones, and he has to play like it's not a death game. It's how would I put it? Basically, it's like fighting but also poker. um Basically each person involved in the game, which is called Igra, um they get a set of dog tags, which are basically a poker hand, and they have to fight people to get a better hand in order to fight the big guy. Um and if they win, they become the like drug lord. It's hard to explain. Um it's fighting but poker, just like Balatro. Yeah, this is Balatro Yaoi. Um I think I've seen Balatro Yuri. This is Balatro Yaoi, but make it 2000s. Um the anime is peak. It is. We also watched the anime for Toga no Chi in my Discord. Um I You know what the best part about it was is that I was able to bait in like everyone into thinking it was a legitimately good anime. And then we got to the last episode, and by the time, no, I'm not gonna say anything. You should watch it for yourself. You in the chat right now, if you have not seen the anime, um you should. It's kind of life-changing, honestly. um but yeah, I think putting it in all right sounds about right. Okay. You were unironically interested given the way you talked about it. Hee hee hee. We were just excited for the last episode. Oh my god. Also, I think another really good way to describe this is on in the comments section for the anime's opening. Um I remember seeing a comment that said, "This is just Shadow the Hedgehog but yaoi," and before you say, "Oh, that's just Shadow the Hedgehog," yeah, basically that. To be fair, the game did come out around the same time, so you never know. They might have been in cahoots with Sega. Okay, now slow damage, pseudo damage. Okay, if you've literally ever talked to me, this isn't even a surprise. This is my number one, probably of this entire list. This is like the only thing on this entire list that I actively collect merch. I have an entire shelf dedicated to it. Um, Toa is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction, and I'm not even exaggerating. um, yeah, he gets his own shelf on my bookcase because, you know, um, okay, so if I were to explain this premise in a way that I could hook you guys to get more people to play this game, I feel like this is has become Nitro Corral's most popular game, but I want more of you guys to play it so I can talk with more people about it. Um, I should show the PowerPoint to explain it. True. Unironically, I was thinking about doing a stream of the PowerPoint. Not today. Um, but for context, also in my Discord, we've been doing PowerPoint presentation like nights in the VC, just to show like things we really like. And both times I've hosted so far, I've done the same slow damage presentation because I didn't have time to make anything else. Um, we're also doing another one at the end of February, but I promise I'm not gonna do slow damage again this time. Um, but basically, if I were to compare the vibes to two other games, it's basically like the Yakuza series plus Omori. Plus, actually, it's also actually, I don't know if comparing it to Ace Attorney is right, but you have like interrogation segments rather than the typical choice system in visual novels. So there's actual gameplay. Also, all of the art is amazing, all of the music is amazing. Um I will say Madarame is a character that exists, and I don't know how to feel about that. um you've seen the screenshots. It's a bit Ace Attorney. You can see it exactly. You're not. It's not exactly the same, but yeah. Keep in mind this is coming from someone who has not played Ace Attorney, but what I know of it, it seems kind of similar. Um. Okay. I love. I mean, I already said I love Toa. Toa is one of my favorite fictional characters like ever, actually, like top 5 maybe. um I also love Ray, my baby girl. uh Also, I think the true route in this game is one of the best, like, in all of keep in mind I haven't played Lamento, and I haven't gotten all the way through Dramatical Murder Reconnect, um which I definitely acquired legally, both of those. Um but the true route for this game is so good, except for one part, but I'm not going to talk about it. um but yeah, I have some parts of the game I don't like. I don't like Taku as a romantic option. I think he's more of a father figure, and I think it's kind of yucky that he's a romance option for Toa. Not even because of the age gap, but um yeah. um I could go in more on this game. However, I want to limit how much I talk about it, just because I want people to play it. I'm also playing it right now with another friend, so if she decides to watch this, I don't want her being spoiled. Um, but yeah, these two games are the only Nitro Corral games that I have physically. Slow Damage I have in English. But yeah, Slow Damage is easily, it's probably going to be the top spot. Honestly, I could even make like a separate tier for it. I'm probably not going to do that, but you know, I just like it a lot. All right, now we're getting into comics and web comics and whatnot. First up, we have Sign, which I have not read in a long time, so I only really remember the basic premise, which is, the main character, meets, like, this guy, I think at a coffee shop or something like that, or, like, he's, like, a new employee or something, and, the other guy is actually deaf, and so, basically, like, as they develop their relationship, the man who is deaf slowly like learns how to speak so he can talk to the other guy, and the other guy learns sign language, and I think that is so fucking cute. It's so peak, except I can't actually put it in it's so peak because I have to reread it if I feel affirmed in doing that. Fellas, is it gay to breathe? Yes. I'm sorry. It is. Also, hi Iris. I hope you're doing well. Um okay. Where I don't know where to put this. I think the premise is really cute. I really like it. Um but I don't remember enough to that's you stay there. Um you're feeling like the visuals of this song, God. Um okay, so I think the only place I can really feel comfortable putting it for now is at the top of All Right, because what I do remember, I like it, but I think I would need to reread it to get a better ranking for this. Also, I should preface this. Most of this list I have not reread in preparation for this, cuz that'd be a lot of reading to do, and I don't have that kind of time anymore, unfortunately. But just based off of the premise, what I remember of it, I think it's really cute. It definitely could possibly go up here, but I don't know. Read-alongs it is then. I would have to ignore my no NSFW rule for a lot of these. Honestly, I'm at the point where I don't really care about that much anymore. For Discord, I don't know. We'll see. um, okay, next up, we have Yoru to Asa no Uta. um, I will say, this is one I have physically. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going higher than others. But I have the initial volume, and then I also have the extra. Um I mostly got them because they came with a bookmark if you got both, and I liked the bookmark. um this one is Bandman Yaoi. Um okay, I have to address, if you know BL authors at all, and if you've heard the name Harada, this is one of their works. They're they're almost the Nitro Corral of manga. um this Yoru deserves better. Yoru deserves better. I have big issues with Asa, but also he gets treated so bad at one point. Like he legitimately gets tortured. Um but also he's really fucking homophobic for like the first 2/3 of the first volume. And it's really it's a read. Um I really do like Yoru a lot though. Um like I said, he deserves better. Um I feel like the extra volume, like the I guess it's a sequel kind of technically. um I feel like that helps it a little, but it's just so hard to get through the first like chunk of the first volume. I think it has to go in Like I said, the fact that I own it physically doesn't mean much for rankings. Um Honestly, I don't know why I bought this. I think what happened was I was like, "Oh, someone's selling this and I remember reading it online. Wow, I want to buy it." And then I reread it after I bought it, and then it was like, um I think the one scene, I am going to say what happens because I feel like if you do decide to pick this up, I feel like you should know going into it. Um I'll like do this when I'm done talking about this scene. If you don't want to hear about it, it's I'm going to be talking about torture. um this is your 3, 2, 1 countdown. Basically one of the bigger plot lines that happens is there is a girl who really likes Yoru, who's like a fan of the old band he was in, and her older brother is a yakuza, and in order to try and get Asa to back off of Yoru, he kidnaps him, and with like a eyelet dropper, he puts a mix of water and sand into his urethra, and that scene was really 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 hard to read. Yeah, I think that's enough talking about this series, so you guys can come back now. You didn't have to hear that. um but yeah, I I think it only goes here. Honestly, it would go down here if it wasn't for the extra content, cuz it's a quite a bit better than the first volume, but I think it goes here because of the extra content. Um okay. Next we have BJ Alex, and before you say anything, the BJ stands for broadcast jockey. He's a streamer. It's not it's not blowjob Alex. um okay, we're starting to get more into it's mostly smut. Um Basically the premise of this one is this guy, I don't, I think his like initials were DG, because I think that was like his username or something. I don't remember these characters' names anymore. Um, basically, this guy streams on like an adult site. He basically is like a Fansly streamer, and this guy he likes watching him, and then they meet in real life, and then whoa. um, I remember people having issues with them as a couple in the beginning. I think they were kind of toxic at the beginning. Um but then they got a lot better eventually. It just took a while. There's also a side couple um which is pretty much exclusively smut. Um but they also okay. Where would I You know what? I think it's going at the bottom of all right. I like the actual story content of Togeki no Chi more. It's just all right. It's it's not that bad from what I remember. Like I said, I also haven't read this in a while. It's just okay. I don't remember it being like fantastic or anything. I don't know. I don't really think there's much more I can say about it. Um, which means next. Yarichin Beach. um, I read this one a while ago. I can't believe it's still going on, honestly. I will say I did just say I haven't like reread much that's on this list in preparation for this stream. However, I was behind quite a bit. Um and so I read like the updated chapters that I hadn't been caught up on. Um I'm not super invested in much of the story outside whatever is going on with Yuri. I know people have issues with him. I don't know if it's actually people having issues with him or it's just TikTok and Twitter being weird about him, but like he's honestly the best character. Um I will say what happened in the most recent chapter. I need to know what is happening going forward. Also, full I don't want to explain the premise of this one. Just everybody knows what this is. Everyone has heard the song from the anime. Everyone knows it. Even if you don't know it's from this, you've heard it. I guarantee. um Basically it's just comedy. Like it's a comedy manga for the most part. Um but more recently it's gotten more serious, and I don't know. I'm not super invested in the story, honestly. Um I mostly just like the funny. um where would I put this? Um I feel like it's either going to go in all right or eh. Um I think it's going to go here. It's just okay, but more positive than not. Um yeah, I don't have too much else to say about it. Everyone and their mother knows this series pretty much. um okay, next up we have Make Me Bark, which okay. I don't remember a lot. I do remember a few like moments. Um uh I think okay, from what I remember, the premise is basically brown-haired guy is like he ends up being super poor from like I think his house burns down or something. um and this guy takes him in and he's basically like, "Oh, you look exactly like my pet dog from when I was a kid. You can stay here if you pretend to be my dog sometimes." Um um what do I even where do I put this? I will say I do have a few other things from this author on uh this list. I think this is probably my favorite out of theirs because it didn't no, I'm not going to say yet. Um I feel like there could have been more substance in it, but I think it's all right. I think it's pretty good. It's not awful. Um if anything it I feel it lacks a bit of substance, but uh, oh well. Next we have I'm by the way, I'm trying to do all of these titles from memory. So cut me some slack if I forget a little. But I believe this one is called Koi o suru tsumori wa nakatta. Um, basically, like, salaryman in his 30s accidentally ends up at a gay bar and becomes friends with a younger guy, and they end up liking each other even though it wasn't planned, just like in the title. Oh, um, I think it's cute. I would need to reread it, but I think this one is just sweet. um, where would I put this one? Oh, we do have ads coming up soon. I think okay, what I'm gonna try and do, I'm gonna try and rank this one before the ads start, and then I will be back when the ads are done. Um, where should you go? I think um I think it's going on either side of Make Me Bark. I don't know which side. I think it's going to go here. I like some of the comedy elements in Make Me Bark more than just sweet. To be fair, I don't remember if this one has comedy much at all. I remember it mostly just being sweet. um but yeah, ads are starting soon, so I'm going to be right back. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, we back. Okay, next, I believe this one is called Under the Moonlight. Um, okay, I want to like this because it is vampire and vampire hunter. However, this is one of the other things I reread because honestly, I barely remembered it. Um, outside of that, but like it's such a letdown, honestly. It's like 7 chapters, which is why I was able to reread it in time for this stream. But it's 7 chapters of I could be reading something else. Um I want to like it, but I don't. um I what do I what do I even rank this, honestly? Okay, I should say my issues were with this are basically just unnecessary rape. Uh okay, me saying that makes it sound like there's things where it's necessary, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when you only have 7 chapters, you can't you can't like where are you going to go from there? Like they tried to give the vampire hunter character like a backstory of like, oh, this is why he doesn't want to go back to his village because everyone treats him like shit. But I want to like it, but I don't. Um I th- this might be the first what the fuck. Honestly, it either would go in one of these two, but considering how short it is, there's like not really anything besides a good concept. And when you only have a concept that's good, like I don't know what else to say about it. It's honestly, I probably have the least this is like one of the things I have to say, like the least to say about just because of how short it is. It's just uh yeah, that sounds about right. Um up next, I debated on censoring this one, but fuck it, we ball. Next we have Junai Dropout. This one is also mostly just smut. Except except listen, I like it. I I can't rate it that high because that's basically all it is. But like it's stuck in my head. I that either means good things or bad things, and I think in this case it means good things. Um can I can't put it in the same tier as dramatical murder. I feel like a lot of this stuff is going to have a hard barrier getting into really good maybe. um I feel like I can't talk about most of the stuff that happens in here. um I will say BDSM is the theme for this one. um yeah, that's about what I have to say. I think it's pretty good. Okay, next up we have Melt at Night. And I know I just said I think things are gonna have a hard time going and really good. I think this is really good. It's really good. um, it has um overcoming traumatic experiences regarding intimacy. It has really cute moments. Yeah. Um, basically, I guess what I can summarize this one as is this man is an escort and he accidentally goes to this guy's apartment when he meant to go to the same apartment number in a different building. And things happen and he apologizes and as like his way of saying sorry, he helps this man work through his past trauma with his ex-girlfriend um and having trouble being intimate, and it's just really cute. Even if it is smut, I think it's really cute more than anything. But yeah, I think it's really good. Honestly, I should reread it. um Next up, I believe the title of this one is Haga-kun wa kamaretai, which is Haga-kun wants to be bitten. Um okay, I'm trying to remember. I don't think this was an Omega verse. We'll get to that point, don't worry. Um but basically the premise of this one is, wow, Haga, whoa, you never would have guessed that's his name, I bet. Um he's he's in prison for some reason. I don't remember what the reason is. Yeah, I don't remember the reason. He's just there. And actually yes, I think it is Omegaverse. I'm just remembering now. um and all of the guards wear like half masks so that they can't bite any of the inmates because I believe they're all alphas. Um this is unrelated to anything that happens in the story, but there was this one really hot female guard at the um does she bump it up a few tiers? I don't know. She's really hot. Um I've always said this, at least to myself, but BL always has the hottest women, unironically. Um this statement will come up again at a later title. um but I think it's fine. It's not peak story writing. It's just kind of, I don't know. Haga is very cute. He's very cutesy. I like him. Also, there's really cute like chibi art that the author draws of him at some points. Oh, I didn't mean to right click. um, yeah, I need water. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think I can put it in really good. I do think it is all right, but where in all right should I put this? You know what? I think it's gonna go here. It's been a while since I've read it. I could use a reread. um, we're still in stuff that I've probably read a few years ago at this point. Um, yeah, but I like Haga. I don't remember the guard's name. Um, but he's like kind of easily flustered stoic guy, and I like that trope. It's fun. Um, but yeah, I think it's been getting updates. I don't think I'm up to date anymore. So I should catch up. Next up we have Kabukicho Bad Trip. Okay. Premise for this one is the main character has like he can read people's minds when he makes eye contact with them. And he's a fan. Oh, he's also a host. I should mention. It's not super relevant to the story, but he just is. And he's a fan of this male model. Um and they end up meeting, and uh teasing ensues, and it's really good. um yeah, I think it goes in the middle of really good for now. um I want to get this one physically. I The story is all right. It's okay. A lot of it is like, oh, we can't be seen together because what are people gonna think of I think his name is Mizuki, the model guy. I don't remember what the main character's name is, but also the art is really good. Um and the other content is also really good. um but yeah, I want to get this one physically. I think it's really good. Um, Next, this should be a familiar image to everyone. We have Gambare Nakamura-kun. I think that's the title. I'm pretty sure. Um, I think this is the first uh entry to this list so far that doesn't have any adult content. Oops. Um, I think it's really cute. I'm very excited for it's getting an anime actually very soon. Actually, has it started airing already? I don't know. I'm not super update with uh, up to date. That's what I meant to say. Um with the news about the anime, but I did see the trailer and I'm so happy they kept the like old like retro art style to it. I think I think it's going in really good. I think even just outside of the cover of it being very prime for a like redraw challenge type trend, I think the actual content is really good also. And maybe I should do a redraw of the cover at some point. Once I finish my mountain of things I have to do, which is we'll see if that ever happens. Um okay, next we have My Perverted Stalker. So, fun fact about this one is I dropped this. Um I've This is the first thing I believe on this list I intentionally dropped because I had issues with it at a certain point. Um for the beginning, it is very very true to the title. There is stalking of some extent. I don't fully remember. Um and then they like become a couple like actually, and then the thing is I don't even remember what made me drop it. I think something just happened. I was like, I don't fuck with this anymore. And yeah, I just stopped reading it. See, I don't know, where would I put this? don't think it's what the fuck. I think it's going at the top of cuz like at a certain point I was like, "Wait, it actually got better." and then it didn't, but I don't remember what happened. Um I guess maybe I have to go back to it to find out why I ended up dropping it. We'll see. Next up, something I also haven't read in a very long time. We have Cherry Blossoms After Winter. I remember this being very cute. I liked watching them uh like continue their lives together, like from high school through college to after they graduate, and they open up a bakery together. It's very cute. Um I haven't read it in a long time though. So I do think it's going in really good, but where in really good should I put it? I think it's going to go in the middle. That feels right to me. Honestly, I would have to reread it to really say anything else outside of what I already said, but I think that sums up my thoughts. I just think it's cute. It's a nice read. It's quite a long read, actually. I don't remember how many chapters there are, but it's um I want to estimate it's somewhere between 100 and 200 chapters. I don't remember how long it is. Um okay, next, since I don't know what else I could really talk about with this. Um Next we have, I believe it is called Define the Relationship. Um Another Omegaverse. This time it's Alpha and Alpha. I just saw a thing on Blue Sky about like from one of my mutuals talking about, oh, I'm into Alpha and Alpha yaoi right now, and I don't blame them. um I believe what happened in this one, give me a second to fix my mic, it's drooping a little. Okay. um I believe the situation was this guy, I don't remember either of their names. I I think it's even worse cuz I feel like they had American names. Um but this guy is like from a like noble family, I guess. Is the best way to put it, like high societal ranking family, and he's having issues. Uh what was he having issues with? Um, I don't remember. I don't remember, but basically he gets assigned this guy to be like a temporary partner, and they end up together. Wow. I think it was pretty cute. There were also some really good spicier scenes. Uh uh hmm I think it's probably, where do I put this? I think it's either gonna go in all right or really good. I think it's gonna go in all right. What am I saying? It's gonna go in really good. I think at the bottom, just I think it's a step up from what's in all right, but I don't know if it's better than everything else in really good right now. Okay, next we have Under the Green Light. Um, this one is art student and Yakuza yaoi. um, okay, so basically from what I remember, um, the what's his name again? God, he has like an American name too. I think they both did. I don't fully remember. Um, I want to say I'm not even going to try with the names, but the art student basically wants to make Yakuza Man his muse for a sculpture project that he has to do. And then he gets like entangled in all the Yakuza business and all that, and yeah. I think it's pretty good. Hmm. Where? I don't know. I feel like this one is probably gonna go into really good. Um, I think it's gonna go here. I I feel like okay, this is like a side tangent, but I feel like whenever I do tier lists just in my own time, the bane of my existence is trying to order everything in each tier in like the progressive order of what I would actually rank them. Honestly, the easiest one for me was putting slow damage at the top. That was a no-brainer for me, but like the rest of it, I got to think about a bit more. um okay, but yeah, I think Under the Green Light goes here. I will admit I was a little checked out from the story near the end, but I don't think that's a issue with the comic itself. I think I was just reading a million things at the time, and so I was losing track of things. Um so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Um however, I think I'm going to put Melt at Night just under it. I think I need to push it up since there's been a few other things. Okay. Next, we have Full Volume. Um what do I say about this? um it is somewhat similar in premise to BJ Alex. Um this man is an author and this man is secretly an adult streamer. Um and he's like a fan of his and he doesn't know that he's the author and he doesn't know that he's the streamer and blah 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 all that. And he eventually gets involved in his content creation. I'll put it that way. um where do I put you? I think it's gonna go at the top of all right for now. I don't think it's bad. Um, it's okay. I need to reread it to have a better opinion, but I don't have really anything negative to say about it, so there it goes. Um, next we God, some of these titles. Next we have my partner's tastes and fetishes. Um, gee, I wonder what the main content of this one is, huh? Um, that being said, it's going to the top of all right. Listen, listen. There's not much story to be had, however, um, it made it all the way here of its own merit through its strengths is how I will put it. Um yeah, let's just say no, I'm not going to say that. No. Um yeah, I immediately sidestepped on that, but there really isn't much to talk about for this one besides the adult content. Yeah. If there was a bit better story, it probably could make it in really good, but yeah. All right, next up, we got Pink Heart Jam. I already can tell you this one's probably going in really good. Um almost almost entirely because um this character, I believe his name is Kanae. Um I get immense gender envy. I'm so he's so pretty. I get immense gender envy from him. Um it's also just kind of cute. Um I do think that there was some sort of like conflict, I guess, or drama. I don't fully remember. But I think I think it'll go here. Not just because of my gender envy, but I do remember liking it. I just don't, I feel bad saying this. I don't remember much specifically that happened in this one. So I can't comment too much on it. But I just remember it being good. I don't know if I would have the same opinion if I reread it, but yeah, for now it's going there. Okay, next, Stranger Than Friends. Um, Also the same author as Make Me Bark. Um, okay, so basically, friends to lovers. Wow, I never could have guessed from the title. I know. However, the main story I think is fine. It's nothing spectacular. Um, if anything, I don't like the silver-haired guy much. He's a bit pushy. Um, However, once we get to the side stories, a new couple, and I'm putting couple in air quotes because that's um giving them a lot of grace. Um a new couple is introduced, and I hated them. I hated them so much. Um like the entirety of building their relationship starts out by the one guy sexually harassing and assaulting the other guy. Um, and what I did read of it, that didn't change. And so this is the first thing I legitimately, or actually, no, what am I talking about? This is the second thing on this list I dropped. However, I only dropped it in the extra chapters, so take take what you will about that. Um, I think this has to go in. Um, I think it's going at the bottom of because it's just teetering on what the fuck. Because honestly, the extra stuff kind of just ruined it for me. I couldn't go back to it. Um, but yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. And I need a sip of water because I am yapping so much. Let me check something real quick. Okay. All right. Next we have also from this same author. I want to say it is called Your Wish is My Command or something like that, or like As You Wish. I think it's As You Wish. Um Magical Boy Yaoi. Um okay. So, you know how with the last one I said that it was fine until the extra chapters? This one this one I dropped during the main story. I have my issues with this one. Um what I don't even I don't remember what their relationship is, but they're like childhood friends and like their parents are I don't remember if it was their parents or friends. I think red hair guy, his parents died in an accident, and so he kind of lived with blue-haired guy growing up because they were friends, and so his parents took him in. And so them being the pairing, um um surprisingly that is not where my issue is. My issue is that he is a stalker to an extreme degree, and like I think because like each of them get it's basically Madoka Magica except take out all of the like good story writing and peak cinema, take all of that out, and like basically they each get a wish. And I think his wish was something about like I don't remember, but I think there's like a time loop involved, and he's extremely possessive, like to the point of him like being uncomfortable with it. And I dropped it at a certain point. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think it was I don't remember what happened. Part of me wants to go back to see what happened that I had a big issue with. Um Now for placing it, I don't know where to put this. It's either going in what the fuck or this shit was so ass. Except it wasn't ass up to a certain point. I think it's going at the bottom of what the fuck, because that feels, I guess, the most right in this situation. I don't know. I have so many mixed feelings about this, mostly negative. Um, but let's move on from that and go back to more Omega verse. With next up, I believe the name is Love Shuttle. Um, I'm gonna be honest. This is also one I don't remember a ton of the actual main story. Um, I do remember them being kind of cute. However, and this is a big however, I have big issues with this. Um, the main character on the right here, he has, I want to say, 3 or 4 brothers, and by the end of the main story, he's like firmly together with his partner, and I believe he's even pregnant. Um, now in the extra chapters, I don't know what's the whole deal with like every single thing ruining the story in the extra chapters. But it turns out that one of his brothers tries to I okay, I dropped it, but like the rest of the story was fine up to that point. Except I think it is worse in this case because they are actually brothers. Um yeah, it legitimately ruined the entire thing for me. I can't go back to it even though the main story was fine. Okay. Next up, because I want to move away from that one. Next up is Semantic Error. Um this one is all right. I don't Okay, the thing is, I don't know if I'm fully caught up or not, and I don't know if it's done or not either. I feel like it might be. Um but basically the premise of this one is 2 college students, I believe. I don't know. I don't remember what they're majoring in. But like one guy is like the popular guy and the other guy is very quiet, and I the best way I can put this, and I'm not trying to say this as like a mean thing, but he legitimately comes across as autistic to me cuz he's very insistent about like the way things are. He's insistent about wearing his hat um and all that, and it just comes across to me that he might be like autism coded or intended to be autistic. I don't know. Um, but basically, they both are like working on a game project together, and like they butt heads a lot, and it's like it's not enemies to lovers, but it's like they find each other annoying to lovers. um, I think it's okay. I could probably use a reread at least of the later chapters just because it's been a long time, and yeah. I don't even remember if it's over or not. Um where would I put it? I think for now I'm going to put it at the top of all right. I don't think it's quite Is it really good tier material? I think it might be, but I'm unsure. Hmm. You know what? I need to move some things around. I think Sign gets to move up. I also think Toginu no Chi gets to move up. I think that looks right. Yeah. That feels a bit better. Um but yeah, I would need to reread this in order to have more to talk about. I really should have. I wish I had the time to reread everything so I could have better commentary. It's not like I can't yap still, but yeah. Um okay, next up, we have How to Become the Chosen One. Now this one. What if I said it was peak? What if I said it was peak? Okay, basically, the main character, the main character right in the middle here, he gets isekai'd into, how would I guess just like a fantasy world, kind of. It's not super like a fantasy world, but all of the people there think he is their god, like the physical manifestation of their god, and it's been like prophesized that someone who looks like him and he has a tattoo that looks exactly like, oh, this is what our god has. And so um he gets involved with like the head priest at the church. Also, hi Softy, welcome. Welcome everybody. Thank you for the raid. Wowie zowie, we love yowie. Hell yeah. I hope you guys had a good stream. Oh, you were playing Minecraft. Wow. um Today I'm doing a tier list of yaoi that I've read. Which um it's been going. So far nothing has quite gotten into the bottom tier. However, that's not going to stay that way for very long. Let's go yaoi paddle, hell yeah. Which, by the way, um I did make the the oh my god, glasses asset and the paddle asset myself on my VGen. If you would like to take a look at that, I'm offering services for that, and also on my shop you can buy a yaoi paddle asset. um you do an art then Minecraft, drawing some yaoi if you're open-minded enough. Me. Ooh, that is pretty peaked. Peaked what? Also, thank you for the follow, welcome. um what was I thinking about? um Love the new model, thank you. It's a customizable model from Vortex Virus. I believe that's their username, like, everywhere. um I should make a command to be able to link to his socials, but I kind of had a lot to do. Pink Heart Jam equals awesome. It is. I get so much gender envy from Kanae. That's the main thing. Um that's kind of the main thing I ranked Pink Heart Jam on, because it's been so long since I read it. Sign equals awesome. Yes. Yes. I want to get Pink Heart Jam physically. He's so. Why can't I be an androgynous man? I mean, I know I can, but like, you know, you collect manga where the characters look like you. That's so cool. That's fun. I I mentioned this earlier, when I ranked Yoru to Asa no Uta. I don't know if you guys know that one. That's one I have physically, and I, don't like it. Except I love Yoru. I love Yoru so much. Error didn't like the semi at all. That's fair. He's fine. He gets better eventually, but like, I don't know. You're stuck with me now. Yes. More yaoi enjoyers. This was my secret plan of doing this stream, is to get more people who like yaoi to watch me so I can yap about it. OMG, hi. Hi, Ori. Hi. I hope you're doing well. um, what was the last thing I ranked? Wait. Oh, yes. Okay, I was talking about How to Become the Chosen One, which if you guys have not read, How to Become the Chosen One, if you have an issue with a harem premise, you might not like it because okay, I'm not caught up. However, um priest, king, and god from another nation, and the main character is isekai'd into a kingdom as a god. The one scene where he our uke is like, I'm not okay for this, and the semi freaks out after pushing it. You dropped it post haste. I don't remember that at all. Oh no. Love me a polycule. I don't know if it's quite a polycule because they're not interested in each other, but he messes around with all of them. Are harems and normies polycule? Maybe. I think it depends if they're all involved with each other. But yeah. Also the art is so good. What's it called again? It's called, oh my god. Okay. How to Become the Chosen One. There we go. I had to think. Not gonna lie. I've been doing this from memory, all of the titles. That's how you know I'm cooked. um but yeah, I love this author. I love their art so much. I love their art to the point I've even read their straight comics. That's how you know. But also they're good. Like they have female MCs, women main characters. I think that's good. But gotta remember full screen the image. I read like 10 a week. I don't remember names exactly. I wish I could. Wait. Let me not the straight comic. Listen, it's okay. It's better than literally any other ones I've read. um okay, let me bring up the image. Downloads. I have a whole folder of these. You only remember the special ones. You real. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Oh, it's a tiny image. It's fine. Let me bring it up. Where is window capture? There it is. There we go. It's this one. It looks like this. It looks like this. Okay, let me get rid of that now. Forgot the raid message. It's fine. You went to a party recently and someone asked me what yaoi you had been reading and you were nervous you forgot the name of any manga ever. I feel that so bad. You read The Missing O, focuses a straight couple, but there's also a femboy and lesbianism. Yes. Yes, The Missing O is very good. Wait, you screenshot. Wait, did you get it? I just saw. Femboy FM, is that a radio station? What? Oh, yeah. You read it? Yes, I did. I did. I've read The Missing O, and what was the other one? Oh, The Virgin Witch. Also, I read that one. I liked both. I liked both. I like that there's also lesbian content in both. I appreciate. Also, there is femdom content in The Virgin Witch, and I especially appreciate that. Yes. What was that other one? It is The Virgin Witch. Oh, can I type The Virgin Witch? There you go. Please highlight this stream. Of course I will. I definitely will. I have a few people wanting to catch the VOD, so I will be sure to do that. But yeah, I really like this one. I need to go back to reading it, because where I left off, it was revealed that, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but the main character's, real life non-isekai ex, seems to also have been, brought into this isekai world as the god of another country. um, I love you now. Hell yeah. You actually thought you missed the stream, so you're happy you made it. Yay! Yeah, I had to delay, because something came up at an hour before, or like half an hour before the time I intended to stream, so, I had to push this back, but yay, I'm glad you made it. Okay, next up, we got the first cover that I had to censor. I felt the need to censor it because he has one of those womb tattoos on, and it goes very low, and I just felt the need to censor it. It's 4 a.m. for you, you have a Thursday exam. No. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Um, but yeah, I will definitely save this VOD. I'll even do my best to put it on YouTube, where I have not been, up to date on my VODs. Oops. But yeah. But Yaoi's Life of a Fujo, it's so new to me. Womb tattoo. Oh my god, we got ads in 1 minute. No. Okay, I believe this one is called My Dear Sister, I've Become a Blessed Maiden. I don't fully remember if that's the exact title, but that's what I want to say. I have it written down. Wait, let me check. Because I knew I was gonna forget at some point. Where is it? Dear Sister, I've Become a Blessed Maiden, yeah. We'll watch ads, no problem. That's the title. Yes, that's the title. Haven't read it yet. I think that's fair. I feel this one's pretty niche. I will, though, what I like to do when ads play is I like to use that as my time to take a break and stretch, and oh my god, do I need it, because my back hurts. I'm like sitting forward, I'm locked in this stream. But I'm gonna take a break for 3 minutes while the ads play, and then I will go back to ranking this one, when the ads are done. 6 and alright, why 3rd tier 6th place? What? I'm confused. Then I'll see you on mobile. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta stretch because my back is killing me. Um, but yeah, see you guys after the ads. Oh, Junai dropout. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Listen, listen. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, we back. Love the playlist. Thank you. Actually, all of the music that I play is from my physical media collection. It's either CDs that I have or like stuff off of Bandcamp. But I think for this playlist, it's all physical stuff. I think. Yeah. But yeah, I've been collecting CDs more recently because fuck Spotify. Um Also, I've come to the conclusion that I messed up on some of my order, especially in the all right tier. You wanted to get an iPod recently. I felt that too. You also need a CD reader though. I think the one that I got was pretty cheap. It was like 20 to like between 20 and 25 bucks, I want to say. But yeah, it's been super handy. Okay. So like I said, I need to move things around. I think sign Okay, sign goes into really good, but where in really good do I put it? I think I think it's gonna go here. I think it's gonna go right under Pink Heart Jam. When I initially ranked it, it's been a long time since I've read it. I kind of really only remember the main premise of like the couple. Um I really should go back to reread it. Oh my god. You're hesitant to buy any because you don't like buying cheap tech. It's hard finding a good one that isn't in 5,000 listings. That's true. This is all the out. No, I've read more. I've read more, but this is ones that I remember things from. Because if I tried to rank however many one shots I've read and things I've read that I don't remember, like literally anything from, I think we would have at least 100 that I'd be able to find a record that I've read. Yeah, I debated putting a one shot in here because I liked it, but it didn't feel right comparing it to everything else. But yeah, I think I'm gonna move Sign up here. Junai Dropout. Okay, I'm gonna move it above full volume because I do think I like it more than full volume, but I don't know if I like it more than my partner's tastes and fetishes. What do I usually stream? I usually stream art. I also have a few games in my rotation. Currently I'm playing through Little Goody Two Shoes. I gotta get back to that. um I also am going to be playing through the Yakuza series. I played through Yakuza 4 last year, and I think at some point later this year I'll probably stream Yakuza 5. OMG art show. You know, it's so weird because before this stream I was using my own art model. But yeah. You know what? I'm going to quickly go to the wait, no. What can I Oh, I think I have a I do okay, I have an art slideshow in here. Here's some things that I've drawn. Wow, look at that. Sorry, don't want to make you do everything all at once. It's okay. I already had this set up cuz technically this is my drawing stream overlay. So I have this set up already. Your art is so clean and pretty. Thank you. You draw Yuri? Yes. Right there. Whoa, look at that. It's Yuri. Oh. Your art is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of this is older at this point, but yeah. I feel like a lot of the art I've done recently is commission stuff, which I don't immediately have on hand right now, but this is just stuff I had loaded up for when I would do like a art slideshow, um, during my art streams. I don't really do that anymore, but, yeah. Let me see. I did see some. I dislike full volume. I think that's fair. I I think I would have to go back to it. What is what? Oh my god, that that emote in my, on my end. I don't know if it looks like this for other people. Oh my god, wait, what happened? You like them? Wait. The chat is so messed up on my end. But yeah, Softy draws too. Also, so does Ori. Wow. um, Okay, I think I don't know where to put full volume, honestly. I like parts of it. I like part of this. I like some of the smut. Um where do You know what I think actually I should put it here. You never got to the smut. That's fair, but also it's got a good variety is what I'll say. Some of it I definitely did not like. But some of it was like um 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 is that Aporia? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Um I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. Semantic error, where do you go? Number 3 in? Number 3 in on which tier? Semantic error to D9, god. I think I'll come back actually. Yeah, number 3 in third tier. Okay, I believe that was this one is called My Partner's Tastes and Fetishes. It's mostly just smut, but it's also really good. It's good smut. Um yeah, they play around with some stuff in there. Um
Yippee!
Neon, thank you for subscribing. Just popping in to say hello now. Goodbye 15 for 15 Everett God. Don't adjust your list for me. No, I'm thinking more about it. Cause I think I said this before you guys rated in, but like actually putting things in the tiers is not the hard part for me. It's figuring out what order to put things in. And I think this feels right. Maybe this. Maybe this. Cuz I really like the uke in this one. I like Haga. He's very silly. He's my silly little criminal. um okay, back to my dear sister I become a blessed maiden. What's that? It is called Hagakun wa Kamaretai, or Hagakun wants to be bitten. Is the English. You might crash. No. um it's Omega Verse but set in a prison, and the bottom has a teeth fetish. Um and he really wants this one prison guard to bite him because he thinks his teeth are really hot. Yeah. There's also really cute chibi art of him. Also a really, really hot woman. I was gonna say bite the nape of my neck, but I thought it was too wild. I mean, it's Omega Verse. That's what he wants, I think. um, okay, where do I put you? I've kind of fallen off of this one. The more it went on, it's okay. It's fine. Basically, main character gets isekai'd into fantasy world, and like What did you call the biting manga? Let me type it out for you. Uh there you go. um I feel like there was potential for this one, but also I kind of just don't super care about it anymore. But like the main character gets isekai'd, and then he gets like he becomes basically okay, so like there's like wizards and like mages and stuff in this world, right? And so one of the ways that they replenish their magic is sex. And so basically the concept of a blessed maiden is like it's someone who is there to replenish their magic when they need it. And yeah, basically he's trying to find a way back to the real world, or like Earth, I guess is a better way to put it. Um yeah. Uh it's okay. I like other things more than this. Um I don't think it's like on the verge of like I don't think it's in the lower half of this list. If anything, it might be at the top just cuz I don't super care much anymore. Um I think I'm going to put it at the top of just cuz I don't super have a desire to pick it back up or anything. Um okay, next up we have Dangerous Convenience Store. Um this is one I've also dropped. Um I didn't necessarily have issues with it, but like this is too much. We're back in the 2000s yaoi proportions with this one. Um and I'm not huge on that. Um it didn't really do anything that like I hate. Like it's a convenience store worker, and I at least I think he works at the convenience store. um and yakuza. Um where do I put this one? I think it's fine. I don't Ajushi. Listen, I don't find him that hot. I know people find him hot, but I'm that's not for me. I like androgynous men. You're looking at a sticker of them on my wall. God. I think for me I think for me it's going at the top of because I have dropped it at this point. I'm uh, uh, it didn't do anything bad. I just don't have an interest in picking it up anymore. Then we have Megumi and Tsumugi. More Omega Verse. I promise Omega Verse is not like my favorite trope out there. I just won't turn it down if something happens to be that way if I read read it. Um Two delinquent guys. One of them is an Omega, except he like beats people up if they try to do anything instead of just taking his medicine because he hates taking the medicine that much. Um, it's okay. I've read better. Um, I think it's just okay. I think it's just gonna be like low, alright. Your friend did not take damage from that placement. You could say you took slow damage. I know I'm so funny. I know I'm so funny. You guys, hold your laughs. You never read the Yankee one? It's all right. It's not bad. It's okay. I think there's just other things that I've enjoyed reading more than them. Um, but yeah, it's not like horrible. Like if you just want something to read, go for it by all means. It's not gonna be like peak fiction though. At least in my opinion. Okay, next we have, I feel like this one was pretty popular for a while. We have Painter of the Night. Okay. I know people have problems with this one. However, I think that just makes for a more interesting story is when there's some content that is questionable. um Basically this one's a historical drama. Never even got past chapter 1. That's fair also. It's not for everyone. Um but this one is a historical drama where like this guy is like a noble or something, and so he gets the other guy who's a painter, and how do I say this? To commemorate his nightly activities with groups of people, he basically forces him to paint them. You just a degen non-con. Yeah. Um. Yeah. uh. Non-con. There's also murder. Um. And all that. I like a historical setting every once in a while. It's not like my favorite thing ever. Very iffy with non-con stuff. That's true. I am also. Um. Then again, my top two right now have a fair amount. I think it depends on how it's done and if there's other elements that are enough to keep you drawn in. Like I was talking about Sweet Pool earlier, but the non-con is pretty bad in that game, except it also has body horror and I treat it honestly more as a horror game than a yaoi, but also I give it a bit of slack because it came out in 2008. So, that's kind of just how things were at that point. It's got to be presented the right way. Yeah. You like your fucked up stuff, don't you? No. No. Is this Valkyrie in the background? Yes, it is. um but yeah, I like some fucked up stuff. Not everything that's fucked up is stuff that I like. I have my hard limits. But in fiction it's fine. That was so convincing. I know. I'm so good at being convincing, aren't I? um that being said, I Painter of the Night is just it's not like good. It's not my favorite. You found the Jailbite comic? Hell yeah. Variety is the spice of life and fiction. Exactly. Probably why you're really picky and drop stuff quickly. You can't take it from your mental health. I feel like I've become that way more as I've grown up, because I was reading shit left and right when I was younger, and I've gone back to some stuff that I read previously, and it's just like, oh my god, what the hell? What was I? Huh? um, I honestly just think this one's all right. I don't think about it a ton. Um, uh, you're going here and I'm moving you one more. Just honestly, I'm moving Yarichin up just because of the most recent chapter. Painter clip that for me, God. Uh, man, you read Cast Heaven when you were 12. I have not heard of that one. Shit ruined your life. Oh no. Young me was not processing the stuff I was reading. I fully agree. Like, so when I was younger, I had a lot less of a threshold for Aroguro content. Um, I'm not gonna list anything that I read, but yeah, not anymore, not anymore. Um, Yarichin Beach Boot, yes. Um, okay, I'm not invested in the main couple, honestly. I don't super care. But like the last chapter, something happened, and I need to know what happens next. They're updating. I know. It's still ongoing. Yes, it is alive, and it's serious. It's like a lot less comedy now. It's much more serious. I severely implore you to get caught up because of what happened in the most recent chapter. I know it's like genuinely shocking. You only yaoi RP character and read dojins of your favorite characters. You weren't a super yaoi head. That's fair. I feel like I don't how did I don't know how I started out. I kind of just am this way. Honestly, you know what I think it is actually? I think maybe my first exposure to yaoi. Actually no, I'm my first exposure to yaoi was being a Dan and Phil fan when I was 13. That's that I was going to say, "Oh, it was seeing the bad ending arts of dramatical murder on Tumblr when I was like 14." But no, yeah. Yeah. And guess what? I'm still a Dan and Phil fan. And what? Um not dramatical murder. Yeah. I'm still yeah, me too, me too. Oh my god, I like punched my table. Dan and Phil, yes, they're British YouTubers. Watching the Hard Launch podcast, hell yeah. I subscribed to their Patreon like as soon as they announced it cuz I want the membership card. But also the podcast has been really good, unironically. Um yeah. I would say Dan and Phil is my first exposure to yaoi and then dramatical murder. The pipeline. Um but yeah, next, okay. Next we have Fucked by My Best Friend. Okay. So not the traditional. Oh, just a second. All right. Uh, okay. You only knew about DMMD when you were in high school and got info dumped on. Really skirted the line a lot of times. God. Another thing. Okay, speaking of things in high school, I remember I didn't include it on this list because it's not really BL. And so Killing Stalking I read in high school. um it was something for sure. Um I remember I read it and I was talking about it with my friends like during PE. Rip everyone who had read that as an impressionable teen. I know, I know. Um, but yeah, back to the list. We have by my best friend. Now this one, um, gender fuckery. We got um, I have to like whisper now. Um, I guess this is becoming an ASMR stream. Um, but basically, neighbor, no, worse than that. But I'm not gonna elaborate. I just don't want to be heard. Um, let me tilt the mic up a little more. Um, so basically, these guys are best friends, right? And I don't remember how it happens, but the blonde guy gets like some woman like I think she gives him a drug or something that turns him into a woman, and the only way that he can go back is when he comes. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Listen, this is gonna be a through line for a few later entries. Super, it really is just super estrogen. Um, okay. I think I think I think it's going here, like near the bottom. Wait, you think I watched this? It did get an anime. Yeah. I think it's one of those like 3-minute episode anime. um, you're writing a first fem. Wow. Honestly, kind of peak. But yeah, I mean the story is all right. Um, but the premise is pretty good. So I think putting it in really good is fair. Um, next we have my demon boss Goku Dara wants to be exposed. um, basically this one, um, as you can see, I had to censor the bottom half, and that is because the boss, the office boss, likes wearing women's underwear, and I think that's pretty peak. But he has like a secret Instagram account where he shows it off, and the top like figured out it was him because of like a mole or something. It was something like that. Hi, hun. Also, the relationship is surprisingly better than expected. Yes, it is. It is. Honestly, I really, um, he's a bi king. The top in This one, he's a bi king. We love him for that. Um, but yeah, I don't remember if there's like coercion or anything like that. I don't remember. I forgot. You have to crash. No worries. I hope you sleep well. I love that this stream will be highlighted. Honestly, I think this is one of the streams of all time for me. Um, other than the main premise, I think this one's just fine. I don't really remember it that much, honestly. Um, it's the closest to a pre-T transmask animated yaoi or another thing. I don't know. It was kind of euphoric. That's how I feel about it, kinda also. Worries because missing this is crazy work. I will be sure to highlight either actually no, I will highlight this. So I don't know how many of you are aware about the 100-hour highlight limit that got put into place I think last year, but I pretty much only have rhythm game streams on here highlighted anymore. But I think this deserves to be highlighted too. It is a nightmare. I had to delete so much. I think I had like 200 hours of VODs. It was like the dumbest decision ever, honestly. Oh my god, 600 hours. I'm so sorry. I think I had like 200 because I think at that point I had only been streaming for I want to say a year or maybe like a little over a year. I don't actually wait. This happened last year, so I had been streaming for 2 years but kind of on and off. So, yeah, but this deserves to stay on the channel right here. um where should I put this? I think it's fine. I think I think it's gonna go in all right, and I also think I'm gonna move these guys up a bit. I think that feels right. Okay, next we have One Night Mate. Basically two guys, they meet like when they're traveling or something, and then I think they like go to the same college or something like back where they're from. I don't exactly remember. I think at some point I dropped this, honestly. Um, I think it was just fine. I didn't super care about it much. Um, hmm. Um, I think it's gonna go in. I think it's gonna go here, like just kind of in the middle of it. Like it doesn't do anything heinous from what I remember, but it's just kind of, uh, it's just kind of going on. um, next we have um Charisma AV Danyu no Orega Omocha Nanka de Iku Wake ga Nai. I think that's the whole title. It's kind of a mouthful. Um, do I have to translate? Do I have to translate the title? Good night. I hope you sleep well. I hope you enjoy the VOD too when it goes up. Um, okay, I think the best way to translate the title for this, it really is night love, night love. Can I say that word? Light novel levels of title. It really is. Um, I would translate that as there's no way a charismatic AV actor like me would come from a toy. This one's I think this one's only like 5 chapters. Um, it's mostly just for the smut. Um, it's fine. It not like mind melding, mind altering story or anything. Um, you know what's crazy though is I think it's gonna go here, like kinda in the middle of all right. Uh, no further comments. Um, Next up we have Fangs, which is finally another uh vampire BL. Um, okay, I haven't read this one in a while. I feel like that can be applied to most of these. You've been thinking about reading this. I really like the art. I feel like that's the main draw for me. Um, hmm. I will say I mentioned with this oh I mentioned with this one that there is a really hot woman in it, and that also applies to this one. If you like androgynous mask woman in a suit with an open shirt, yeah. um Boy do I'm shaking your hand on this one. I wish she was a more prominent character, but I'm listening. I thought you were going to sleep. um but I think this one's more so I honestly I just need to go back and read it. I think I was, but then you said what you said. Honestly, extremely valid. Um, I think. Oh, we got our first 2 rows in one column. Or what? 2 rows in one tier. That's what I meant to say. I think it's gonna go here. I really should go back to reading it because I need more vampire content. Um, and I think this one is pretty promising. Next we have Love So Pure. This one was pretty cute from what I remember. Also been a while since I've read it. Um, I honestly can't even tell you what the premise of this one is. I just remember like big softy guy. Um, and that's more or less it. I don't have any negative things to say about it, I think. It's mostly just fluff, I think. Um, I think I think it's gonna go here. Also, like high middle, all right. I think that sounds right. I wish I had more I could say about it, but oops. Um. Okay. Now we have reincarnated into Demon King Evologia's world or Evologia. I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know this one also got an anime. Um Okay, basically premise of this one is main character on the right here um played a game and he became super, like, he really is obsessed with the villain in the game. I think it's like an RPG type game, but so he gets reincarnated into that world and he immediately sides with the villain and like is a very big masochist. And um I like this one. I haven't read it in a while though. I I'm I don't have time to read much stuff anymore. Um However, I think it's going to go in really good. Like near the bottom cuz I think the rest of the stuff in here is maybe better, but for me, I really like it. Um okay, what is the title of this one? I get it mixed up all of the time. I have to look it up on my list of things. Okay, it's The Pizza Delivery Man and the Gold Palace. What a random combination of words. um okay, once again, it's also been a while since I've read this one. Except I kind of read it a little bit recently cuz it got an update and I was like, "Oh, um but basically the one guy is like working a lot of jobs to keep up with money and all that, and the other guy like ordered a pizza and he was the delivery person for it. And there's like he's the main character has like dad trauma and like other stuff going on, and I don't remember how all that went, honestly. Um yeah, it's I like it, but like I haven't fully paid attention recently, honestly. Um I think it's probably I think it's going to go very close to the top of all right. I think, yeah. That sounds about right. I would need to go back to reading it some more um to really form more of an opinion. um okay, next we have Osuari Yoku Dekimashita, which is sit down, good job. Uh I don't know if you guys can see that. But I think okay, this is one I also have physically, except I have it physically in Japanese. So I haven't really gone back to read it that much. Um I believe the main character is like a soccer player, and I think this one, I think it's Omegaverse. I don't remember entirely. Um I don't really like the seme in this one, honestly. Um if I'm remembering who he is, right? Um I want to like it more than I do, I think. Uh I think I don't dislike it. Like I wouldn't put it below like any of these. I think I'll put it here. I think that's like around the middle. That sounds, yeah, I think so. um then we're going back to this cursed author for something really short. I think it's Love Gauge 100%. Um Basically, I think the premise is like this guy really likes this one character from, I think it's like an Otome game or something. And he comes across a guy at his school who looks like exactly like him, and he's like, "Oh my god, can you dress up as him and and whatnot." I think this is probably, it's fine. It's like 6 chapters though. So it's nothing like amazing. Um it's probably going to go in all right. I think it's okay. Um Maybe like here. I think so. I love those emotes I just saw. God. Okay. Now, you may notice that I've left an entire tier empty, and that is exclusively for Jinx. Not necessarily exclusively for Jinx, but like, this is the reason I have this tier on this list. I could not stand this series. Series what? This manhwa. I couldn't stand it. I kept reading it for a while, thinking like, oh, maybe it's gonna get better. Maybe it's gonna get better. It never got better for me. I think oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. It petition for a read along. If you want to start a poll for if people want to do a read along in Discord, then by all means go ahead and make one. But I'm so tired. Like, you know how we were talking about how stuff with um apparently the translation makes the semi speak way meaner than he does in Korean. Huh. That's interesting because I feel like he does, like, what he does, I feel like lines up with how he talks. So, I don't know. But like how we were talking about being very picky with non-con, this is I sleep. I'm sorry. I know people in real life that like this. I do not. It's so I'm I'm so tired, man. I'm not even going to explain the premise honestly cuz it's just so yeah, it really gives me the ick. It's like, "Oh, you're gonna live with me, and you're gonna sleep with me so that I can take care of my curse, so I can win my boxing matches, and because you need money, and I'll give you money." And it's like, yeah, I I have like nothing good to say. Ex- all I can really say is the author of BJ Alex fell off hard for this one. I can't believe it's the same author, honestly. Um Anyways, moving on from that whole thing. Okay. I feel extremely conflicted about this one. Oh, Oh, I got so confused. I didn't realize I mixed them up. Um, I feel very conflicted, um, about Hit on by a Kinky Guy. The start of it is so rough. Like, it's like this. It's that rough. Except now, it's like lovey-dovey, sweet, like, huh? Like, I don't know. I like what it is now because it's very cute now. But, like, what happened to how things were in the beginning? Not necessarily that I'm looking for that, but, like, it's like he's a completely different character to how he was before. It's strange. I am unsure about how to feel about that. That said, I am still reading it because it's gotten better. Um I I think I'm going to put it here cuz like it is a lot better right now and that's how it's been for the majority. And I think it's around like 150 chapters at this point. So most of the time it's been pretty good, but the beginning is rough is what I'll say for sure. Next we have Hard Boiled Love, which is um Yakuza Heir and Bodyguard, which I'm rubbing my hands together. I think it is very good, honestly. I really like it a lot. But where would I put it? It's always oh, and ads are happening soon. um you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave you guys in a bit of suspense and I think I'm going to take a break while the ads go before I actually rank this. So, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, hard-boiled love. Where do I put you? Hmm. I think it's going in really good, honestly. It's got good smut. um, I think I think it's going up here. Honestly, I don't remember any of the specific story stuff, but like, yeah, I think that about sums it up for me, really. Just the vibes are good. Okay, next we have Dawn of the Dragon, which okay, I know there is one part that is a little strange. Um how I feel like it's a spoiler to say really the strange part, but basically the premise of this one is like the family that this guy is from, um I think it's like they owe a debt to the dragon, and this guy is the dragon. Um and basically um his younger sister was going to be married off to him, and I think they just kind of had him take her place. Um and so like eventually they start to grow closer. But he's like very stoic and standoffish at first. Um I also just really like the main character. I like his personality. Um this one also has really good smut. Um uh though there's one part, um there's one part that probably knocks it down a bit for me, unfortunately. Um I think I think it's going to go here. I do think it is really good. Honestly, it would be in peak if it wasn't for the one part that I find a little weird. Um Now Papa Date Shitai, um okay, this one, single father and college student who is going into childcare, and like they basically become family, and the kid is so cute. I'm gonna like cry. He's adorable. He's so precious. Also they're really cute together. They really do seem like family already. I really like it. I think this one also got an anime, but I heard the anime was bad. So I don't know. I haven't watched it. Um However, I'm also not caught up on this one, but is that a shock? Um I think not. Um I think it's going in really good, but where? I think maybe here. Or hmm I think it's gonna go here. I feel like that's right. Yeah. Um, just anxiously waiting for the last four. Don't worry, we'll get there. Next we have Mayonaka Love Alliance. I really like this one. It's okay. Um, okay, the focus is on technically three couples. Um, the first one is one guy, and I'm going to refer to them as he. But another guy who likes to cross dress, and he picks up the other guy while he's dressed in women's clothing, and then he has an issue with it. But like they slowly grow close, and he accepts the part of him that is a man, and I really like that. Um then the second couple, how do I put this? Um they're working at a bar. Basically the bar is kind of the through line of the three couples. Um the second one is basically like a new hire guy and like a like seasoned bartender at that bar, and the new employee finds out that the other guy likes to wear women's underwear. And then yeah. And then the third couple is like focuses on the owner of the bar and his acquaintance from high school who they were both delinquents at the time, but now he owns the bar and the other guy is like a gang member or something. I like them. I think this one's pretty good. I like them. I don't think it's like really good. Um I do think though. Hmm. I know I just said I don't think it's really good, but I do think it is actually going to go into really good. I think it's going to go here. This feels like the right spot. What's this next one called? I don't remember. I know it has a dragon. Um Also a dragon. Um this one is called In the Castle, the Dragon's Erotic Education. Don't ask me. Um I'm gonna be so real. This one is for the smut. There's like no story really. I don't even remember if this is still getting updated or not. I haven't read it in a while. I think it's gonna go here. Honestly, yeah. I think we need to get some more stuff in the bottom tiers. I say that as looking at the last few things. um, but yeah, basically the main character is I guess he's like a health instructor or something, and he's like there to teach the dragon that about stuff, and it's kind of weird because like um you can just read it for yourself. I'm not gonna I'm not I'm uh I it's Listen, there are times where that kind of thing you just want to read it. Just, you know. But I can't, it's not like actually good. um okay, next what was this one called? I actually like this one, but I don't remember what it's called. I feel bad. Um okay, this one is Between the Lines. Um I honestly don't remember that much about this one, but I like it. um they're sweet. They're a little bit cheeky. They tease a little bit between the lines. Oh my god. Core memory unlocked. um where to put you. I feel it's going to go into really good because I do quite like it, but I just need to go back to it cuz it's been so long since I've read it. I think here, yeah. I definitely do recommend it. Though oh, I do okay, no, I remember. I remember now. So, basically, the guy with short hair is an author and he's like he likes to base characters that he writes off of real people. And he like the blonde guy, he thinks of the or like short hair guy thinks of blonde guy as like, oh, he's just a Mr. Popular perfect guy. And it turns out that there's like this darker like bad personality that he hides, and he ends up seeing it and he's like, ooh, I wanna make a character based off of this guy. And so basically he starts hanging out with him just to like write his story. And he kind of they kind of mess around a little, and he mostly messes around with him just because he wants to know how to write that character. You're gonna need the title again, please. Between the Lines. Yes. I really gotta get caught up with this one, like desperately. But yeah, it is quite good. Um, okay. Next, I believe this one is called Thy Will Be Done. That's so dumb. Um, okay, this one, the main character is a piece of shit. And so, I don't remember exactly how, but I think it's like his sister or something, or no, I don't remember how. It doesn't really matter how. This one's also pretty short. I think it's like somewhere around between 10 and 15 chapters. Um, but basically this piece of shit guy gets like summoned into another world, and basically the other guy is like a god, and he's basically just like, oh, so you're a piece of shit? Well, I'm gonna put you in your place. And you're not gonna be able to go home until I say so, kind of thing. It's honestly just really, yeah. Yes. He, like, this guy genuinely is a piece of shit. Honestly, it's kind of chef's kiss, honestly. I just wish it was a bit longer. Um, oh yeah, oh, I remember he's like misogynistic and like blah blah, like oh, women are, he's like an incel actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, he was an incel. And so he got sent to this other world and just became the bottom. But yeah, let's fucking go for real. This should happen to real life incels, I'm just saying. I do that. I don't think there's enough actual content for me to put it like in really good, but I think it's gonna go very close to the top of all right. I feel like that's right. I really do like it. I wish there was more. I think that's the only thing holding it back from going any higher. Now, I'm sure people have been waiting for this one because I feel like this is the hot manhwa on the block right now. Mr. A's Farm. I am going to spare you all the suspense. Mr. A's Farm is so fucking peak. You don't understand. You don't understand. It's so good. It's so good. I unironically genuinely I get like this. Okay, I think Ori mentioned that this is gender euphoria inducing. This is my gender euphoria. Honest. So I tagged this stream as sexual content for a reason. Why what? What if I said almost all of the men are Fuda? Listen. It is actually insane, but I need updates. I need updates. But like basically the premise of this is the main character. Okay, basically it's the beginning of Stardew Valley, except when the main character gets to the farm, he realizes that a lot of the livestock are people who have like animal mutations. That's fair. I just don't really know what other term it would be. um yeah. Um Personally it doesn't bother me, but it's okay. Um Basically just the mutations that these guys went through also cause them to develop female genitals. It really is. I need you. Can I say? Okay, I can't say. Um um but yeah, I think this is peak. Um yeah, I think it is very divisive. Um However, I binged all of the available chapters in one day. The thing that's not for everyone is that it definitely has non-con elements. Yeah, unfortunately. Um yeah, but I th- I don't want to say I think it's fine here cuz I don't know, but it's not Jinx levels of awful. Um but yeah, I think Mr. A's Farm is pretty peak. Next. So, fun fact about these last 3 are these are all mangas that I have physically, and I completely forgot about them when I was making this list of everything until after I made the main list. You wish you were strong enough art-wise to make people fall in love with trans mask yaoi. I would love to see trans mask yaoi, honestly. I really need it. It's used in the story in a way that moves the story forward and no one ends up hurt by it, so it's a situation that's fine for me in the fantasy of the manga. I agree. I I okay, I feel like, how do I put this? I have seen some, but it definitely does not use the term trans mask. Um I'm not gonna say the term that I see the used the most, because yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, I need to see it. um okay. We're in the final three. Um which I cannot believe I've been going for 3.5 hours. But next up we have Punk's Triangle. I I love Punk's Triangle. I To be fair, I need to stress this. This is another one I've only read in Japanese. Because I bought this at Animate when I was in Japan. I was like, "Ooh, I like these character designs a lot." And so I picked it up. And basically the premise of it is that these two are fashion school students, and this one is secretly a model, and he is a fan of him. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh my god, that was two sneezes. Um, and so like eventually he finds out that he's the model that he's a fan of, and they're really cute. um, you have a story with original characters, but you're not patient enough to make a comic. I feel that, except I'm not good at writing, so you eat up everything you can find by this mangaka. I think this is the only thing I've read from them, actually, but I wouldn't be opposed to reading more. And I love them a lot. I They have one about VTuber. Wait, I might have forgotten one. Actually, I might have forgotten something on this list. Wait, is it I don't remember. Oh, what's it called? Is the uke in that one named Mayo? There's two newer yaoi manga about VTubers. Is it one where like he has kind of like Kanai's hair from Pink Heart Jam, kind of. My noons and midnights for you, and show me the real you, senpai. I oh wait. Okay, yeah, I read that one in Japanese. I forgot to put it on this list because I read it on DL site. Um, but yeah, I didn't know the English title for that one. I really like that one. It's so good. um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I really liked Punk's Triangle. I think, is there like a second volume for it? Because honestly, I want more. I want more. I really The character designs were definitely what drew me to it, but I just really like them. They're so cute. It's a one shot. I'm crying. I'm crying right now. Man, Punk's Triangle is your favorite. I can see that. Honestly, I feel you vibes just visually. But oh, I gotta reread it, honestly. Um, but yeah, I really like it. I should read it in English cuz I've only read it in Japanese. It's IRLU vibes. It's kind of I don't know, it feels weird saying it's also me vibes, but like look at me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Um but yeah. Next up we got Crossplay Love. And what if I told you this is Yuri Yaoi? Except I guess technically it's straight yaoi. Um kind of T for T almost, except not quite. But the two main characters just like cross-dressing, and they've seen each other when they're dressed up, and they're like, "Wow, that girl is so pretty. Too bad she doesn't know I'm a guy." But they're both guys. I really like it. I have the first 3 volumes, but I've only read the first one so far, and the girls are in love. Yes, they are. Um so far, I'm going to be so real. It's peak. It's so good. I love it a lot already. I really should get to the next volumes, and I'm pretty sure they have more at Barnes and Noble. So, once I get caught up, I got to pick up more. Okay. Um we're at the last one. Oh my god. Um I okay, so the thing is I don't have this title written down, so I'm going to try and read it um off of the image. I believe it is called Can an Otaku Like Me Really Be an Idol? You reread this last one recently because you forgot about reading it. Oops. This one I bought at the same time I bought Yoru to Asa no Uta. Um, I like this one more though. Um, okay, so basically, premise of this one: nerdy guy dresses up in cutesy idol outfit, and like, um, the other guy, I think he's like an idol fan. I think um finds out, and he's like supporting him and like helping boost his activities as an idol and like making his videos and stuff, and it's really cute. um yeah, I don't have too much more to say about it. I don't think it's quite peak, but I do think it is really good. But how really good do I think it is? The cutesy one is this. I really should point that out also. Can I say I really like when they do that? Um oh, it's the same thing. Okay, I can't put it down, but it's the same one, the same in this one. But where do I put this? I think honestly I might put it just right next to it. That feels fair. I am an idol enjoyer. I'm a big Love Live fan. So I feel like this I mean it's not the same, but like yeah. um but wow, it's the list. You put it in really good at the end and the bonus chapter is yeah. The bonus chapter is just okay. It it's fine, but we have it. The list, the one list. It's real. I can't believe this took me almost 4 hours. I'm going to save this list and put it on Blue Sky once I'm done with the stream. I absolutely need the stretch. Thank you. Let me crack my back a little. Oh my god. Okay. But let's see. Honestly, if I could put slow damage in a tier higher than that, I feel like I could, but I won't. I'll limit myself to the tiers I started out. But slow damage is definitely the peakest by quite a lot. Hope you can work out these titles since it's on Blue Sky. Honestly, I might put all the titles in the alt text. I feel like that I should do that. Like I'll have it by tier. I wouldn't know what else to do for the alt text, but I have it so that I have to do alt text, so I think that's as good as I'm gonna get for what to put there. It's a lot of work, but you would so appreciate that. I think I could do it. Honestly, I don't have everything typed up, but it's fine. But yeah, that wow, what a comeback stream, am I right? I am gonna come back over to here. Oh, I'm so small. There we go. Okay. My eye tracking is all fucked up because I'm looking down. What's your number one called? I didn't write it down fast enough. It is Slow Damage. It is a visual novel. It's on the darker side, but I genuinely think, like, even outside of it being BL, I think it is one of my favorite pieces of fictional media, like, in general. It is easily a top 5 or even top 3 game for me. Yeah. I have a whole shelf on my bookshelf dedicated to it. I have a problem. Good night time. Your model is so cute. Thank you. It is a customizable model from Vortex Virus is the artist, and then I just edited the textures to make it me. I highly recommend. Honestly, if anything could come from this stream, I highly recommend you play Slow Damage. Unironically, it's so good. You know what I think I need to do now is find someone to raid. Textures, like how the hair is and your 3D. No. No, I'm 2D, but you are able to like edit the textures for 2D also. You have another who uses this model and it looks totally different and it's so cool. I've seen a lot of people with this model and it's really cool how much like variety people are able to get with it. Oh my god, wait. Okay, there we go. It finally let me out of full screen. What am I doing? I'm not going to Blue Sky yet. Let me see who I'm following that is live right now. Don't install slow damage. It'll install a malware that download a VN called Slowman. I've been talking too much today. But that is precisely why I recommend you download it. Will I get slow damage? I don't know. I think you might. But let's see. Unfortunately, no one seems to be doing yaoi themed stuff. Let's go to Reki. Why not? Make sure. No yaoi on twitch.com, truly dark era. Well, then I have to never stop streaming. If I never stop streaming, there will always be yaoi on twitch.tv. I'm willing to, it's a sin I'm willing to bear. Okay, let me... You have to be the change we need. Your IRL yaoi? Wow, that's so cool. I'm unfortunately not. But yeah, we're gonna raid Reki. They are playing Klonoa 2. Also, I like the model they're using. It looks funny. But yeah, let me actually, before the stream ends, let me download this image. There we go. I will be sure to yeah. IRL Yuri and yaoi. Wow, me too, except right now I'm IRL Yuri. Yaoi's so cool. I wish men were real. What if I said look in the mirror right now? You might be surprised by what you find. Thank you for streaming. You've had this stream up on your calendar. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. But yeah, I might stream on Friday. I might stream art. I have some commissions to work on. But we'll see. Nothing super in plans. But thank you guys for coming. We're gonna raid Reki now. Goodbye.